In this video, we're going to talk about how Exp Realty raked in over $1 billion in the second quarter after releasing its revenue report, and how it's seen its agent count soar to new heights that we've never seen from the company before. So as I'm jumping into the content, you're smashing the like button, hitting that subscribe button. Leave me a comment if you're as excited about this as I am. Now let's go. So in the article, Exp announced in their second quarter earnings report that the company just hit over 58,000 agents. Now that is an 87% increase year over year, and that is some astounding growth. So much so that Exp, the virtual brokerage, has grown faster than any other large real estate company in existence. So Exp World Holdings, the parent company of Exp Realty, announced in their revenue earnings report on Wednesday, August 4th, that not only did they earn $1 billion in revenue, but that was a 183% increase in revenue from April to June of 2020. And that helped the company hit $37 million in profit. So that's really amazing. Exp has not been this large of a company for that long. So for them to hit those type of profit margins is extremely impressive. Now, because Exp is a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ, which most people understand that they are going to give agents who belong to Exp shares in the company, they report that the company's earnings per share were $0.24. Now that was way up from the expected earnings of $0.05. Now that blew away expectations because the company was expected to earn $0.05 per share, and they obviously just crushed those expectations. So as stated by the investment analytic firm Zacks, that it handily beat last year's haul of $0.06 per share, which was an earnings surprise of 380%. So the article goes on to say that significantly and unusually for such a fast growth company, that Exp announced that it was going to pay a dividend to its shareholders. So it's not something that companies really typically do when they start really hitting their stride. But Exp, in my opinion, is a different type of beast. They definitely are agent obsessed, and that is their motto. So they're showing it, and they're paying a dividend to their shareholders, which happens to be largely agents that work at the company. So I've been with Exp just about 4 years now. I have thousands of shares of stock, and now they will start paying me a dividend. So it's very exciting for me. It's hard to believe that I have witnessed this kind of growth in such a short amount of time, because 4 years ago when I joined, obviously I loved the model. I thought it was amazing. But as you can see from their growth chart, when I joined, there was only about 2,600 agents at the company. So even though in theory it seemed like the best model that I have ever seen in my 15 years in the real estate business, you still just have no idea if other people are going to see the vision like you do, or if the company is going to be able to manage itself to this kind of growth that we have seen Exp achieve over the last 4 years. So in a call with investors, Glenn Samford, the CEO of Exp and Exp World Holdings, told investors that the agent equity program was always designed to be a revenue stream for agents. So the fact that they are paying dividends now was just the logical next step to basically give back to the agents that support Exp, which I absolutely love, because Exp Realty didn't really need to do this. They are one of the fastest growing real estate companies in history, and more people are waking up to see how fantastic this company is. So they really didn't need to start paying a dividend, in my opinion. But that is the greatness of the company, that they are always looking to see what they can give back to the agent to make the value proposition that much better. So the article goes on to say that Exp, with its 58,000+ agents, did an amazing 115 1,431 transactions in the second quarter. So Glenn Sanford went on to say that not only the agent count, but the quality of the community, both online and in live events, has also been a big part of helping EXP agents produce at a very high level, which is also very personally gratifying to him. And I can see that. I've met Glenn in person at our New Orleans event a couple years ago, and the guy is just the nicest, most humble guy. For all the success that he has had, it is really incredible just to see somebody that is really that nice and appreciative. And he throws a hell of a party. I'll probably never forget it. So Jeff Whiteside, EXP World Holdings Chief Financial Officer, also said that agent retention was up 30%, which is great to hear because I think a lot of agents who come to EXP are possibly overwhelmed by the online technology. I know for myself, occasionally I've been frustrated. Occasionally, especially in the beginning, there was growing pains. The company was moving so quickly that everything was not as smooth as it is today, where they've got a lot of those kinks ironed out. So it's nice to know that not only is the onboarding process with EXP a lot easier and smoother than it was before, that agents are really embracing the value proposition of the company and are not bouncing around because they see EXP really has the greenest pastures for the long run of their business. So Whiteside said the value proposition is only getting stronger and stronger, which is absolutely true, especially with the news that they are paying a dividend on every single share of stock that a shareholder has. Now, this revenue report was pretty incredible, and also Wall Street acknowledged that because the article is saying that the stock spiked after Exp Realty announced their revenue and their agent growth and the dividend news. So EXP stock was trading for under $35 on Tuesday at close of the market. And then by Wednesday, the stock price had jumped up to over $46 a share. And the article goes on to say that it was obviously very sweet news for agents who work in the company and who receive stock for hitting certain milestones and for attracting other agents to the company. And definitely it's very, very nice to see that you are getting a share in the company for something that you're going to do anyway, like for me, sell real estate, and that the company's going to reward me with stock. And then to see the company also acknowledged by investors pushing that stock price up higher. So on that note, let's take a little trip down memory lane because I've been with the company 4 years now. So when I joined, the stock was worth about $1.50 per share. And then we've seen it shoot all the way up to $77 plus. And then obviously it fell back a little bit, as you can see on this chart. And now it's almost reaching new heights. And I know some people sold their stock at that time when it hit the high, and great for them. But in my heart, I kind of knew that EXP was still going to grow at a really rapid rate and people were going to see the vision. So I said, hey, this is going to be my last home, my dream home, or it's going to be money for my retirement so I can live the kind of lifestyle that I want to live. So the report goes on to say that this is obviously during an unprecedented time, and it's over a year since COVID restrictions and lockdowns were announced. And it is obvious that we should be doing better this year than last year. So in the investor meeting, Glenn Sanford goes on to say that part of the reason we've been so successful in these past years is because we are in a game-like virtual reality environment, and we are also very tech-centric, and that allows us to moderate our expenses. Unlike the legacy franchise companies who started out with brick and mortar buildings and now are attached to them and now have to bear the brunt of those expenses, even though very few agents comparatively actually might be coming into the office. And that's one of the reasons why we grew faster than Keller Williams did in the second quarter. Other highlights from Wednesday included that EXP Realty also expanded to 2 new countries during the second quarter, which I believe brings us to just about 13 countries. And according to Sanford, we are looking to be in 19 countries by the end of the third quarter. Sanford goes on to say that he wants to launch 5 to 10 countries a year and really grow Exp Realty internationally. He also goes on to say that because of the Delta variant of COVID, that the pandemic does not seem to be going away, that more agents are likely to continue to work remotely. And I personally think that it's going to drastically increase the number of agents that are working remotely, that just don't want to go to the office, that just don't see the need for it, and that are able to conduct their business very, very successfully from their home or home offices. He also says that he thinks we are very well positioned to adapt to any environment that we see. And he's also generally encouraged about the market, thinks that the inventory shortage that we are seeing is starting to ease up, and that is going to be a very good thing for Exp Realty. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I think the company has astounding days ahead of it. So if you think EXP's stock is going to continue to go up, if you think their agent count is going to continue to skyrocket, hit that like button on this video, comment, let me know who you think is the leader in the real estate industry, whether that's EXP or another company maybe I haven't heard of, or maybe one of the legacy brands. But let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you. And if you're an agent who is ready to join EXP or is just looking for more information, I would love to hear from you and start the conversation and see if I can offer you any insights into the company to help you make a decision whether to join EXP or to stay where you're at. So again, I'd love to hear from you. So again, thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. This is Ken Blumberg, your all-American realtor, bringing you honesty, truth, hard work, and all-American know-how.